happy Saturday morning. Let's do a where are we at training from one trader's perspective. This is just how I see it. So let's cover a few things first. Number one, CPI and OPEX this week. Was it worth trading? Should that be something you put in your journal? Is that something you should remember in the future? I really felt like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday wasn't worth me being here at all. Friday for OPEX wasn't worth me to be here at all. That only left Thursday. So I'm seriously going to put some thinking into just closing the Zoom for this particular week. I don't know. I'm back and forth on that. You pay me to be there, but you also pay me to help keep you safe. And by being on Zoom during this week, I'm not sure I'm helping you stay safe, other than me continually telling you, don't trade this, don't trade this, don't trade this, but we're going to be here and watch it. I don't know. I'm a little torn. So for my members, homework has been posted in the group under the weekend homework channel. There's a weekly chart challenge and there's a daily chart challenge posted. I encourage you to do that. I encourage you to post your results in the group. I certainly can't make you do anything, but the more you're involved, the more you learn. One of the things I also want to bring your attention to, I don't know why I moved that. Oh my, is critique my trade. So in the group, in a channel, there's a critique my trade group. If you think that you made a core strategy trade that went bad and you want analysis on it, please post it in the critique my trade area so that I can look at it, other people can look at it. Now, if you made an anticipation trade, oh, I just know we're going up and you went long, well, I'm not going to critique that trade. I'm actually probably just going to delete it because that has nothing to do with our core strategy. But if you've made a core strategy trade and you want some analysis on that, please use that channel. It's highly underutilized. And the next thing that's highly underutilized, in my opinion, Discord doesn't give me statistics on it, but the practice room. The practice room are scenarios that happened during trading that was a reinforcement of a lesson I want you to learn. And there's many of those lessons in there. So I encourage you to visit the practice room as well. So use the critique my trade more often. Use the practice room more often, okay? Now, we do have a holiday week ahead of us. Volume's going to dry up. I will be here Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday morning for us to trade. But then, of course, Thursday, Friday off. I encourage you to take the total break from the charts. Don't even load them till maybe Sunday to get your markings. So, yeah. And if you want to take the entire week off, I don't blame you. So that's all I want to mention from this little deal here. So homework posted. Practice room is a very good thing. Okay, so where are we at? So we're going to start here on this monthly chart. And I've got a major trend line. Then I have a parabolic trend line where price went up a little bit more. Then we have this trend line here. So let's come into this area and look. Where are we at? All right, so this trend line was established from this point to this point, and it has done well at continually respecting it. It doesn't give me trades, but it helps me know where I'm at. This trend line was established from this touch point to this touch point, and we're almost to it. So it's something that we'll pay attention to, especially in regards to where we are at. Let's go to a weekly chart now. So let's go back to the monthly for 1 second. Monthly, I want you to see that it was basically 3 down weeks. It almost took it all back in 1 week. Isn't that amazing? All right, let's go to the weekly. So these are still these monthly trend lines, and you can drill down into more detail and just see how this thing has been respected here. So that's interesting. 3 up weeks in a row. Now, I went back and did a lot of calculations, but looked at like how many up candles are these? 1, 2, 3, 4. What about this section? Let's look at this section. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then if you 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So out of 11 candles, 9 out of 11 was up. And we've got 3. So you can tell that, I don't know how helpful that is to me. But we've done 3. 3 to 7 seems to be kind of the normal number of the range. So that's interesting to me as well. That doesn't mean we're coming down, because this thing, there's a section there in COVID area. It was like 13 straight up candles. 13 up candles. So be careful thinking, oh, this thing has to turn around. If anything, look at this monthly chart. If anything, you would just want to be a bull. You don't want to be a bull the whole time, all the time. Bull, 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 bull. I mean, look at that. That is just outrageous, amazing to me. All right, let's go to the daily chart. So the daily chart is part of your weekend homework here. This area here involves your weekend homework, so make sure you go look at that. So where are we here on a daily? Well, there's all kind of fair value gaps here. There's a middle backside here. We've got this volume and void here. That's from the contract change. Those are things that we want to note. I'm just looking again. I know what I want to do. Let's go back to the weekly chart for a second. So what I want to do on this weekly chart, I want to come in here and I'm going to do a volume profile for this. And this thing's going to come to about 41.28. Okay. And then if I go even further back and say, hey, I want to come back to here. Let's do this. Exact same number, 41.28. So this is a number I want on your chart. And if we measure this in time, let me turn this off. We measure this in time, you're looking at 686 days. That's almost a 2-year POC. And look where we came to it here. Let's go down, let's drill down into our daily. And one of the reasons we put these older POCs on our chart is because often that is where price likes to retest. It's like a magnet, POC is. And so there that is on a daily chart. So I find that very interesting as well. On your weekly chart, as part of your weekend homework as well, there's volume imbalances and fair value gaps on these 3 candles, and that's part of your homework there, is identifying those, making sure those are on your chart. I'll post my answer key later in the weekend. So let's drill down more to a 30-minute chart here. I want to turn on this. And then I'm going to say, show us this a little bit better. So if we take this daily candle here, what have we basically done? Stayed back and forth through it, take it out a little, take it out a little, come back to the middle, come back to POC. So if I was to draw POC for this range, where do you think it would be? Basically where we finished on Friday. Look at this distribution here. Talk about just super even. Okay, so this range here is a difficult range to trade. It's just a difficult range to trade. And that's why I said on Friday morning, I said, you want to be looking for shorts up here and longs down here. Now, eventually it's going to break one way or the other. But do you have the knowledge to know when that's going to happen? Because every time it came down here, you went short thinking we're breaking out, you got hurt. If up here, every time it went up here, you thought it was going to break out to the north, you got hurt. We play high probability trades. We know that when we get down here, we're looking for longs. When we get up here, we're looking for shorts, if we have those core strategy levels. And that's what I love. We don't want to be predictive traders. I don't want you to say, oh, we're going down. I got to find a short down here. I got to find a short so I can be short before it does that. I want to get in early. You're anticipating. You think you know what price is going to do, but you don't. So therefore, you enter a trade at a bad trade location, you get crushed. We are not anticipation traders. We are reaction traders in good trade locations. And that's why the number one question is, where are we at? And that's one reason you want to go to high time frame charts every half hour. Every half hour, you should be switching to like a 30-minute chart. Zoom out a little bit, get a good idea of where you're at as far as trade location. For example, right here, you'd have to know this is not a good trade location. Let's talk about the membership options here at microstrader.com. There's basically 3 levels that you can get involved. There's the free level, there's Zoom Pass, and then there's being a full member. So the free level, what this really is I'm going to point you to different resources to learn a lot of the key elements of our core strategy, okay? What I've done is I have combined really 4 different systems. So if you go to my website, microstrader.com, click strategy here, what you're going to see is you're going to be presented with this chess set of basically the 4 key elements that makes up our core strategy. Cotton Candy TA, ICT, market profile, and then combining all of those into a price action system that keeps us on trend, and we're able to scalp the MES futures contract very, very successfully. So let me step back one step. So how successful is our system? Well, if you come here and you click results, what this will do, I used to keep up with this daily, but once I've hit over 500 transactions, I have not really kept up with it daily. I kind of keep up with it weekly. This is the last screenshot I took of our dashboard. Since March 21st, we've had 500 official trades on a 3-minute chart. Of course, there's way more trades than this, but this is just a 3-minute chart. You got to pick something. So we do a 3-minute chart, and then there's our profit, loss, and break-even metrics. You can read more about that on that page. So let's go back to strategy. So on the strategy page, basically, I'm going to point you to links to learn this stuff on your own. It's the long, hard road. There's no question about it. But that is where you could start if you wanted to just do it for free and say, I need to see, is there an edge here? Well, I just showed you the results. There is an edge. But if you want to go and explore it on your own, I give you the links to go do that. This will teach you 70% of our system. The other 30%, in all honesty, is my nuances of all of this. Okay? There's elements of this that I brought into it that combines unique elements of these different systems that makes it really successful. And in all honesty, it's that 30% that makes it profitable. It's the nuances that makes the difference. Okay, so the next thing you could do is you could participate by watching Zoom. This doesn't include any training. This doesn't include any of our indicators. This literally is just a fly on the wall membership. So if you go to my website, microstrader.com, and click Zoom Pass, you'll see that there's a day pass and a monthly pass. The day pass is $30. The monthly pass is $100 a month, which is the same monthly fee that my full members pay. And that's the next level of membership, the full membership. So over here, I give you a synopsis of what that looks like. It includes access to our Discord community. You should never trade alone. And together we trade better. You get access to the live Zoom where there's price action analysis, discussion of trades. Are you going to take this trade if it hits this level? All of that. You get access to the Core Strategy Academy, which is my boot camp and flight school that teaches you from A to Z how to mark your levels and how we trade our core strategy. And then you also get access to our Trading View indicators. You don't have to use Trading View, but I highly recommend it. Just get the cheap membership, and a couple times a year, they offer this insane, crazy deal to lock in a year at a great price. You want to take advantage of those, and we're really good in our group at alerting you to those. To become a full member, it is $500 upfront, and then $100 a month thereafter. You can cancel at any time, no problem. And then how do you cancel? It's super easy. And our terms of service is right there as well. So those are the 3 paths. You can go the free route, see if there is a competitive edge by yourself. Go for it. You can watch us on Zoom, trade live, or you can decide to become a full member. To be honest, most people just get the full membership off the bat. Probably 80% of the people who get a Zoom pass end up becoming a full member that day because it's so cool to watch these levels bounce. But if you have your own system and you're just looking to have someone help call out price action live, then maybe the Zoom Pass is perfect for you. Maybe you don't need the training. You already have a successful system. You're just wanting someone on your trading team who's really good at reading price action and trend. If so, maybe a Zoom Pass is perfect for you.